ladies and gentlemen, what is up, and welcome to the Wrestling Wire. I am your host, Ron Emerson. We really need to update the intro video for this thing. Number one, yeah, they still call me the Saint in some places, but no, I'm not worried about that one anymore. But on top of that, my co-host didn't even include it in the intro video, so I've got work to do. And hopefully, maybe by 2026, we'll be able to do something with that. Speaking of co-host, where is David Avocado Estacado? Where is this guy? He is, I call him Avocado because my daughter refers to him as Avocado. But anyway, producer, can I get, hey.
Buenos Doritos, everyone.
Dude, I mean, this is just insane. We're 2 months in. It feels like we're 6 months in the way this year is going between wrestling, between, the reality of things. It's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy how it's going
in the wrestling world. We got so many PLEs coming up. We have a recap of the last PLE.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about what's upcoming. This weekend we got to talk about a bunch of things. But anyway, look, this is Fan Appreciation Night, and thank you guys for tuning in. What we are doing, fans have messaged us and said they want a spot on the show. So what we can do is we can invite them on air to talk wrestling. However much time they got, they can hang out for the duration. So welcome to the show. Tuning in from Virginia, but we met him down here in Charlotte. He's been a fan of the show, and he's been at a lot of wrestling shows with us. Welcome Jamie Boland to the show. What's happening, Jamie?
Yo, what's good, guys?
How you doing?
What's good, Jamie?
Oh, ready to get home at this point.
Yeah, I understand that, brother. I haven't seen you in forever. Are you still coming down for shows on occasion?
Yes. I was at XLW not too long ago, or not XLW, XWW. A couple months ago, I think it was. I cannot remember the actual. It was when Jordan Holt fought Titus Rhett. Rhett Titus.
Okay, that must have been their second match. Because I was there.
Yeah, because we brought our nephew and stuff, and you gave him a card at the very end of the show.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was then that was the first one, I believe.
Yeah, that was that was the last one I've been to. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, that was sometime middle of last year.
Yeah.
I'm actually.
I still get around though. I still try to make it whenever I can.
Right.
Wait, there's a lot going on. I mean, there's so many promotions, a bunch of new ones popping up, and some coming back. There's like a plethora of wrestling and different styles of wrestling. You could make a whole week of it at this point.
Yeah, I forgot which one I was at recently. Dang, it was in Maryland. I forgot the name. Voltage, I think it was.
Yeah, that's one of the many that's up here in the DMV area. You have quite a few.
Yeah, that was the last one I've been at. I've talked to my good buddy Facade a lot, and I was like, yeah, I'm not coming to no more of your shows. You lose the belt every time I come to one. So
you're the bad luck charm.
He's literally 0-4 since I've been literally going to his shows, which I was like, yeah, I can't go to no more.
Just stop at this point. It's your
fault.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. What y'all guys got on the agenda?
Man,
there's so much. I mean,
whatever you want to talk about wrestling wise, you want to talk about the indies, you want to talk about the big leagues. We cover everything.
WWE.
I ain't got nothing to talk about on the big leagues. I'm about fed up with half of it.
Why is that?
Well, please tell us.
I love Jey Uso. I love Gunther. I'm just sick of Cody Rhodes at this point.
Well,
really?
That's a good segue. WrestleMania, right?
Jey I don't know. I just don't like.
It's Gunther.
I just don't like Cody. He just got stale. He is too stale for me right now.
Cody is stale.
I'm a big Kevin Owens fan, so maybe that's why. But
That may be a
That's a
thing.
little bias. Okay.
nah, excellent match they had at the Rumble. I loved it. That was wild. But I was not a fan of the Women's Rumble. I don't know if y'all have talked about the Women's Rumble. I hated Charlotte winning. I think she's over. I
I
think
wasn't a fan.
she just. Huh?
I was not a fan of that either.
Yeah, I
Just to
just I just think there was more women that you could have had win something, and she just used her authority card again.
My opinion, I wanted Alexa Bliss to win it. So that's just me.
I was hoping to see Stephanie Valcour.
That's not who you picked, though.
I know. After watching it, I was like, okay, I was semi-right with my predictions, but then I realized, you know what? Where was
The
she at?
one I picked had a long way to go, so
Who was that?
I was pulling for EO.
Oh my!
Yeah. But
Yeah,
her and Ray are going to be going at it, right? I think, if I remember.
Yeah, they're
correctly.
supposed. I'm assuming they're going to fight it, man. Everybody keeps on saying it's going to be Liv versus Rhea, and I'm like, no. I was like, EO needs to be fighting Rhea, but
Right. I don't want that either. I wanted Alexa
not?
Bliss to win because, man, it didn't make good sense to have those matches. I wanted Bliss to challenge Tiffany Stratton, and I wanted I would have been fine with Charlotte winning the Chamber, and we get
Yep.
Charlotte and Rhea again, and Rhea beats her again. I would have been
Yeah.
fine with that. That
I'm
would have been
afraid Charlotte is gonna. I'm afraid Charlotte's gonna use her like her little authority card, and I think I'm afraid she's gonna bury Tiffany along the way.
Who do you think is going to be the next qualifiers for the Elimination Chamber? We already got Logan Paul and Bailey.
Oh, y'all asking me?
I'm asking both of y'all. I'm like, I mean,
I mean,
because
Punk is already qualified.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go ahead and go out there. I think CM Punk's gonna win it. So
CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes just feels. I don't know how I feel about that. I just don't know how I feel about that. I'm being honest when I say that. But it does put him in line for Roman.
I'm gonna take a guess and say LA Knight is gonna get into the match at somehow.
all right,
That's not a bad pick.
It's not bad, but do you think they're going to probably wait for that until WrestleMania or build that up for WrestleMania?
What?
LA Knight getting involved.
Oh no! He's saying into the Elimination Chamber. He's not
Yeah.
talking about Cody.
Okay.
You're a
I guess
little.
Logan
Yeah.
Paul.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I don't think LA Knight has a match at Mania. I really think it's that far off right now.
I would be remiss to say I think he's going to end up with Shinsuke again. Maybe that was a really good matchup.
Oh, great.
We did have some comments come in. Brianna Carr said hi, and Mitchell Carr said, "Yo, what's up, guys?" And
Nope.
that's a hot take when you were saying Cody is stale.
Yeah, that is
when
a
she
big
posted.
hot
That's
take.
that's a really big hot take. Man.
I am a big fan of heels. I've always have been. Cody is just like Charlotte to me. It's like no matter what you do, you cannot get them over unless you're forced down their throat.
Are you waiting for him to turn heel?
I would love to see him turn heel. Yes, I would be a real big fan of that, but I don't. I think they're treating him like Super Cena back in the day.
No.
No.
I can't go that far. I cannot go that far with saying that about Cena. Honestly.
No, and plus this last match with him and KO, like you could see there's something there. You know what I mean? Like they might be actually building into a new aggressive, well, not a new, but like a more aggressive Cody. Like that could be like the sign of us seeing a more darker, grittier Cody from here on out.
I'm okay with that one. At least
that.
It seemed like from the summertime until the Rumble, he was like, in my book, he felt like he was like super stale for like 6 months there with no direction or nothing. Where maybe it was just me, but it just seems like he was just so far in between that it didn't seem like the people were even getting behind him.
Yeah, the thing of it is, like they've already started that. They've already started that whole thing. So you saw it where he was being more edgy and being more dastardly during the KO feud and doing more dirty stuff. So that's where that comes from. What it boils down to is you have to have enough of a reason for the people to hate him. So look at Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was the baby of baby faces, and they shoved him so far down their throat that he turned heel, and everybody loved it at the end of it. Think the same thing in my opinion. That's the same thing that they're doing with Cody, that they did with Roman, that they did with Cena, that they did with The Rock, that they did with Austin, that they did with Hogan. But they never turned Hogan heel in the WWE in his original run.
Yeah. I'd be okay with that if Cody turns heel.
Most definitely. All right, brother. Well, oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say just a real quick take. Props to WWE for giving us a surprise winner at the Rumble in the men's side, because last few years I've been able to predict it, and they finally got something right with the fans at least.
Yep. Comment chimed in. Ernesto said, hey, what's up, man? You're missed over here at XWW. Look, I am currently planning on being ringside at XWW for Love, Hate, Tragedy. So, Manny Mac opened his mouth on one of my a couple of my posts, and I was like, that's real funny. You want to talk trash in Facebook on a comment. You know, you don't answer me when I send you messages. So maybe I'll just have to show up. I might be in Charlotte next Friday night. Maybe.
Oh heck, I may have to show up too. I'm supposed to go to a gymnastics meet, but she's hurt now, so yeah.
Right.
I may have to find a way to get there now.
Well, thoughts and prayers with your little one, my friend. I'm going to
yes, sir.
Thank you for jumping in and joining the show. We're going to jump to the next guest, who I know is under a time crunch as well. And then
you're good, man.
Right now we've got 2 more people waiting to come on. So thank you guys for being fans. Greatly appreciate y'all. And Jamie, when you do make it down here, be safe on your travels, and we can't wait to see you again.
Yes, sir, man. Be good, y'all.
Yep. Take it easy, sir. And bringing on the man himself, another Jamie Weatherly. Interesting, man. Dude, I have read through the first, I don't know, quarter of your book, half of your book. So I can read. It's a real thing that I can actually read. And I ended up picking up 2 or 3 books all at one time. So I was like, like the ADD was too much for me.
Mine's a quick read from what I've been told. Trying to lighten it up a bit. There we go.
There you go. What's up, my friend? How you been?
I'm good, man. Look, you make it down to XWW. You need to make sure you sit over there with me and not any of those other idiot fans that we got going on down there. I don't know if you've been paying attention. We've been having fun helping Manny because he does such a good job bringing us all these free shows. A couple of the fans, we've actually started shooting promos at each other. I cleared it with Manny, of course, because it's his company. And I told him, we're not going to involve any of the wrestlers or anything, but we're kind of having little trash talking amongst the fans, me and the Scott boys and Trey. I don't know if you remember all them.
Yeah.
Jamal that always has his seat saved, bless his heart. We brought a 10-year-old boy into the argument. But if you want to jump in on that, I definitely have room on my side. We've upped the game out there, man. We're bringing signs to the shows, dueling chants and everything. It's really been a fun couple months. You are missed, though. You are missed.
Man, I appreciate that. Like I say, my plan currently, because Manny's been commenting on my posts, and the last one was like, "Oh, is that your farmers only pick? Your profile pick for farmers only?" I'm like, dude, I was sitting outside. It was beautiful out, smoking a cigar, drinking a coffee, and a wife beater. Right?
With his iced tea on his lawnmower.
That's what I wear. I come home and don't have a reason to put any other shirt on. This is what it is for the rest of the day.
Right. So I'm just not interested in taking my my work shirt off. That's why I got my sweatshirt on. So when I decide it's time to go to bed, I'll throw the clothes over there in the hamper and be done with it. But so Manny wanted to talk trash, and I'm like, look, you talk on my Facebook post, but you don't answer my messages. That's funny.
Or come on the podcast.
Come on the podcast. How about I just show up in person? How about I show up in Charlotte, North Carolina?
Ryan Scott is now commenting in the comments.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We're having a blast going back and forth at each other, man.
Yep.
Nice little community. There's tons of indie wrestling around here, but I'm a loyalist to XWW. Just because it's convenient to where I am, and also just time wise, I just can't go to so many shows, and it's cool to see the guys here, Bash, especially that started out, Bash Caliban that started out. Now he's doing it. He's showing up in different places. And of course, JP is everywhere.
Yep.
He's got a big match coming up next week against Joey Janela, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely
Megan
awesome.
Bain is coming with him. It's incredible. She's showcased as a killer on AEW right now, and she's coming in for a 3-way dance with our champion Brittany Jade and oh my gosh, I forgot her name. Trey would kill me, but it's a pretty good. And Heath Slater, Heath. He's not Heath Slater anymore, right? Heath will be back. He pops in and out of XWW every now and then. He's fighting the Turncoat Quest for the X. I got some signs here, actually. It's funny because we kind of split up who supports what. I passed these out, and I'm actually a Quest supporter. But there was like 30 of them. I've got more for the next show, and it just brings back that old school feel. And those guys weren't expecting it. And Quest came up to me after the show. It's like, who in the hell printed out all those? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh my God! And it was you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, piggybacking on some of what you guys said, man, I was surprised when it came down to Cena and Jey Uso. I was sitting here, we were at home, a buddy of mine was watching. I was like, I don't believe Cena's going to win it. I don't know what you guys have talked about or theorized about Cena. I don't see him winning the Elimination Chamber. I don't see him winning Money in the Bank. I don't think the payoff is coming that soon. If he's got one whole year left, I guess it's a little predictable that it's going to be WrestleMania, but if I was the booker, I would see it going all year with somehow he finally gets his shot late in the year. SummerSlam, or Survivor Series.
I think
And
SummerSlam too.
It would be so awesome, I would think. It wouldn't be on the big stage like WrestleMania, but if he overcomes the odds and somehow gets that 17th, and then they do the whole confetti, throw up the little stamp, show's going off the air, and whoever Money in the Bank is comes in and cashes in and takes it from him immediately. I mean, you would have, especially if it's somebody like Dominic, you would have the ultimate nuclear heat, like an unforgivable heel that just took that moment from Cena. But at the same time, it gives him that 17 in the books, which, you know, I've always been a fan of him. I think he deserves it. So I was so
maybe an LA Knight.
It was Uso, though.
Yeah, I was too, because I really thought it was going to be CM Punk. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really thought it was going to be
That's my
Punk.
pick for the Chamber. Just kind of like what y'all are saying. Also, I think he's kind of owed it. I guess, you know what I mean. I've always been a fan of Punk, even during the bad times, even when he went away. I kind of identify with him. Just we have some similarities, and I always just felt a little connection with him, and that's what it's all about, you know. I mean, it's all entertainment, but you're drawn to the ones you connect with, and he's been very playing by the rules, you know, ever since the whole AEW experience. Whatever happened there, you know, none of us know. We all see the same stories, and we all have the same connections to the internet and everything, but you know, is he a cancer? Is he a great guy? I don't know, dude. I like the way he wrestles, and I like his character. And it looks like he's helping out a lot, and it looks like, you know, he's old too, you know. I hate to say it like that, you know. Today I'm 48, but I mean, today's 45 is like 10 years ago 35. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, dude,
you look at a video of Ricky Steamboat at like 45, and he looks ancient. These guys today are like powerhouses.
I'll be turning 40 later this year, and I'm in the best shape of my life. Yeah. So,
same. I lost weight myself. I'm down to 166. Well, I need to now bulk that up now. So,
dude, I eat ridiculously. All right, at 3:30 in the morning, sometimes a yogurt with a banana. I'm in the gym at 4. I'm home at 5. I'm cooking. This week's been steak, eggs, and a potato.
Potato, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, potato.
Yep. Then I eat. I drink a protein shake, eat some sort of protein bar, and some oranges on the way to work, or on the way from work to my first job. Lunch is 2 peanut butter sandwiches, another protein shake, and another protein snack in the middle of the day, and then I get home, and it was steak, potato, and green beans tonight. It was chicken, potato, and peas last night.
It's
that's
amazing. If you're eating,
and I'm gonna eat again.
Do that, yeah.
I'm gonna eat again when we're done the show. I'm gonna go grab one of the little Kodiak cups. When you mix it up and throw it in the microwave for a minute, I'm gonna tear that joker up. It sounds like good dessert to me.
Protein, 0 sugar pudding, and turn it into ice cream.
Right on. I put the powder right in the yogurt and double dip peanut butter.
Oof.
That's my snack.
Dude, I got this stuff called Syntha 6. It was recommended by a friend of mine, and she was like, she said she loves it because it's like been the best for her stomach. Well, I was like, okay, I'll try it. Dude, you open the container, it smells like hot chocolate mix. I'm like, I love this already.
Nice.
So I'm down with it. Let's catch up on some comments really quick. Missy Childers chimed in. Hello, gentlemen. And do you have a pink tractor? No, it is red and black. You will notice a lot of things about me, including my suits, the logos, a lot of things. Red and black. Red and black. Most of my clothing, red and black. I'm a big believer of red and black. Tommy Scott, I will bring you on shortly. We're trying to get some
on with Tommy Scott.
Oh, he wants to talk now.
Yeah.
He's over here. I can see him backstage. He's dancing around like crazy. He is all hyped and fired up.
I got
Joe Hendry.
Friday. That's all I need.
Yep. Joe Hendry is awesome tonight on TNA. Very cool. 20 minutes of Yeet on Raw and SmackDown is too much.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've totally dismissed Raw and Smack. I'll watch them. I watch them in the morning the next day as I work out. My gym is in my garage. because it's totally a TV product. And I know you guys have talked about it from the time it comes on to the entrance to the what happened last week, what happened last segment, that da 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 da. And I've been saying for a while, I haven't gone in years. And then it's in Charlotte Monday, and a buddy of mine calls me and gets in touch, and he's like, "Yeah, I got suite tickets, 4 suite tickets if you want to go." I said, "Well, you know, ouch, twist my arm, right? You know, you can't really say no to that experience." It's with a couple guys I haven't seen in a while too, but man, those shows are boring live, man. They are boring to sit there. I got to tell you, I'm looking
Where did
forward
you
to hanging
go?
out with my friends, but it is so much sitting there, just sitting there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like the indie shows, bud.
Or indie shows, or even just house shows. It's a recap. They're made for short attention span and first time viewers. It's like every segment they do is for somebody that's tuning in for the very first time, and they want to catch your attention. They got to tell you what happened 5 minutes ago. They got to interrelate. You know what I mean? It used to be, you know, hop on and hold on. Here we go. You know, did you see this? Did you see this? I mean, I've been a fan for 42 years. It's in my, you know, I couldn't imagine not paying attention to it.
Right.
But yeah, that the TV quality is it's hard to watch sometimes. The 20 minutes of Yeet is what got me from
20 minutes to eat.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, Ronald Johnson said that. I mean, look, you got to understand that they're going to give the people what they want, and right now what the crowd wants, what the live audience wants is yeet. They want to yeet. They want to be bopping like they want to yeet. So I want to eat, they want to yeet. I mean, it is what it is. All right, 1 second. Send it. Perfect. Yay, send it in a text message.
There we go.
No problem. So let me finish catching up on comments, and then we'll go into the next thing. What do y'all think the hardest part about commentating a indie show? So from my experience, I showed up. That's the ever first thing I did was I did commentary. And I had another guy running around and filming while we were using StreamYard to broadcast a charity event. It was a cancer benefit. And I knew everybody's name because they were announced. I knew absolutely nothing about anything or anyone. So I was like, wow, what a dropkick. That was a heck of a clothesline right there. Well, I don't know what that was, but that sure was awesome, man. Did you see this? That was it.
Were you by yourself?
Yes,
Like
and I was by myself. Yes, and I was by myself. So that was my introduction to wrestling, and then within 3 months, I was an announcer from there. So, but I'm doing post commentary, and I know all the people now, or most of the people now. It's a lot easier. David, I can already tell you what you're gonna say because I already know what you're gonna say. When the wrestlers don't tell me any updates to, they're no longer the suburban assassin. Now they're the nuclear, the nut job, whatever.
That's pretty much. It's when I have to chase them down for their info. Or, I asked them, hey, can you fill this out for me? I have this Google Doc where I have all the stuff I'm going to need for commentary and then some. You know, your basic information. What is your finisher move? What is it and what it's called? And it never gets completely filled out. Like, it's going to this is called the Tongue Basher 3000. I'm like, that's great. What's the move, bro?
It's a Stone Cold Stunner.
Like that's the most frustrating part. But no, 9 times out of 10, the talent are really understanding about it, and they're like, this is great. Nobody else has thought about this. I'm like, yeah, this is why I have a Google Doc, because I see you guys a lot, and the next time I see you, all I have to do is ask you, has your stuff changed from the last time? Because I'm about to call you, these 13 freaking nicknames you have me. Do you want to add more or take some of these off? It gives me a chance to update, and I'm, professional enough that I can have it up there. And if I need to print it out, I'll print it out, or I, put it on my little index cards too. So that's the most hardest part. Now, if live at the show, it's, I think some people might understand, is helping tell that story that's in the ring. Sometimes it's the amount of information is so limited that it's just by the fly that you're pretty much helping the fans who are watching kind of get the story without telling the story, if that makes any sense.
Right.
Because you have to fill them in with so much information. You kind of have to dumb it down. You want to make sure when you're doing commentary that you're explaining the story, that anybody who just comes in and walks in understands what's going on. Oh, that's the bad guy. Why are they wrestling? Oh, well, last week, this is what happened last week. He came in and he got attacked from behind and he's going for the title. And now he missed his title shot opportunity because of him last week. Like, you have to have time to kind of flow and even tell that story, but also explain what's going on in the ring so it could be understood. That I believe is like the hardest part.
And you're talking about doing that during the match, right?
During the match by yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm not to not negate what I was just saying about video package after video package after video package. Like, no, that's the way it should be done.
Right. Well, see, he's also talking that I have been there. The first time I met David Estacado, he was doing live commentary in front of about 6,000 people in that room. There was over hundreds of thousands of people that walked past us at the convention we were working. And I'm standing next to the commentary table filming, and I heard him say something, and I'm like, bro, you said his name wrong. And he looks at me, and he's like, what's this? And he covers the mic. He does this. It covers the mic. What's his name? I told him. He said, "Oh, correct me. Thank you, camera guy. This is this wrestler's name." And we just met that way, and it was, now we're freaking co-hosts. But but yeah. And he was doing live commentary. So can you imagine people that aren't wrestling fans that don't know anything sitting there and listening to him and another person talk for hours? We're talking 6 total hours easy across across 2 different shows in the same day. Right. They had a morning or a midday show and an evening show, and it was insane. And what'd you do? 9 shows that weekend or something?
I lost count. It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You did one on Thursday night, 3 on Friday, 3 on Saturday, and 2 on Sunday.
Yep.
So 9 shows. I got it right. I remembered correctly. It was 9 shows that weekend, all produced by one company. One company did 9 shows in 4 days straight.
That's the way to do it.
9 cards. It's insane. It was the wildest thing. Stranglehold Championship Wrestling knew how to put it down when it came to be putting down, and I can vouch. I ain't never had a problem with the man. I know a lot of people.
I'm assuming there was a quite a few repeats, but I mean, did they just have a very deep roster also of?
Yeah,
because there were so many people from all over, from Florida, from Georgia, from upstate, so they were able to kind of cycle through and give like different matches. And plus, it was great to kind of like the variety. There were some tags. There was a rumble. There was a tournament. It was nuts. It was a lot of fun.
Dude, all I remember is this laptop was brand new that weekend. I hadn't used it yet, and I was wiping off blood and Twisted Tea. By the end of the night, I was there.
I remember that.
I was there one day, and I'm wiping off blood and Twisted Tea from a brand new laptop. I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah, shout out to the Cannibal.
Yep.
TNA tonight, Savannah Evans has her title match.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, I am going to watch that later.
Yep.
Congrats to her. Well deserved. And I got to watch a little bit earlier today of the lead up to that, and it's going to be crazy. So,
Jamie, who is your favorite independent wrestler? Missy Childers has that question.
Man, I hate the word favorite because look, there's so many different. You know what I mean? I'm kind of friends with Heath on a very casual level, and I mean, I guess he's independent now, which still blows my mind because he's like physically huge and very talented.
He's striving.
So he's
doing an awesome job.
He's got a place in my heart, but I mean, just like I mentioned, Bash and JP Lehman are just incredible with what they're doing. Facade, I kind of had that same feeling with CM Punk that with Fodder. Just I liked his persona and I liked his just his character. It's so hard to say. So favorite is such a hard word, but those are, I guess, kind of my top 4 or 5. I try not to miss when they're around.
Yeah,
I would okay, in the corner, pressure me, gun to my head. I'd say Bash right now. I would say Bash.
Caliban, really?
The reason is he struck me so the first time I saw him, and I told him this, the first time I saw him, if y'all aren't familiar with him, he looks like a maybe stunt double from the movie Crow. Scrawny kid, stringy hair, and he got in the ring, and I honestly said, what the hell is this? But this guy does, and I am not a wrestler, but I've been around and heard guys talk, like he punches all the way from his ankles and he kicks all the way from his hands. You know what I mean? He puts every part of every single being, every movement means something. Like leg drops, he throws his, like he makes himself look bigger. And from facial expressions to selling, he's very impressive. And I think just turned 21, so he's got the whole world ahead of him. He's doing an awesome job. He's got an awesome character. I told him to eat macaroni and cheese 3 times a day because he needs to gain about 20 pounds somewhere. But he's got the world as Luke. As I'm talking about young people, I could go on and on. Luke Furry. I call him Furry. Fury. Luke, man, he just turned 18, I think.
Yeah, the other day.
He just turned 18.
Yesterday, he turned 18 yesterday, and he debuts in South Carolina tomorrow night.
He invited me. There's no way I can get out for that, man. It's incredible. But he's another one that is just like the indie scene is blown up from guys that are kind of just doing it to not even age, like young and old that like really mean what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's not just guys going through the motion. It's not, they weren't bad enough to make the Tough Man contest. I mean, I've been going to Grady Cole Center shows and festivals and stuff, since the 80s, and I've seen some pretty sloppy stuff. And like these guys now are like legit, and you can tell that they want this. This isn't a weekend thing. And you see the passion, and it just makes it so much fun.
Right. Bash Caliban reminds me of a smaller Raven from ECW. Yep. Definitely reminds me of that. WCW, ECW Raven. Or fans throwing soap at you. No fan threw soap at me. You put soap in my mouth. There's a difference. And then I signed it and gave it back to you at the end of the night. And then we took a picture with you jamming the bar of soap in my mouth again.
You signed the soap?
Yeah, it was still in the hotel room packaging or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So like I walked past her.
It was much better than that.
Yeah. I walked past her. We were doing a charity show for hospice. The Haliasco Memorial Cup. Walked past her, she's in the crowd, and I'm like, go ahead, and she had the bar of soap, and she took it and jammed it right in my face, and I bit into it, and just walked into the ring with it. I was like, it's a charity show, I'm not going to cuss. Yeah. And I've gotten way better about my swearing anyway. Okay, maybe not on the phone. Because I'm more raw and but I'm trying to have a better. I'm trying to do better. Let's just put it that way. I'm trying to be better. Let's see. Told Bash Caliban he looked like the guy who enjoys getting in the mosh pit just to hit people. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. And there's another comment that's obviously a hack from Davin's Twitch account, so we're not going to even pull that up. It's some hacker from your Twitch, dude. Oh,
It's a bot. Yes, definitely proud
Look.
of you.
yeah.
I don't know.
David has not accepted the new Ron, so it's okay, dude.
At least you're trying.
But-
That's all that matters.
Yes, I get an A for effort. The A used to stand for a-hole, so I
Never mind. Can't say that.
Yeah. Probably not. But anyway, man, Luke Fury, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what this kid's made of. Luke has been riding the roads with me for almost 2 years now. So
Yeah.
we wouldn't talk so much on the way to the shows as we would on the way home. But one night we were having a conversation, and you know how kids talk, and he was like, bruh, and I'm like, hey man, look, let me ask you a question. I said, I gotta know. I was like, am I talking to Luke Fury or am I talking to the other guy? And he was like, oh, this is how I talk. I'm like, cool, because you need to separate your worlds. He was like, what do you mean? I'm like, you're Luke Fury in the ring. Who are you when you're not in the ring?
Mm.
Keep that world separate. Trust me, that's a hard nut to crack.
Yeah.
But at almost 40, me telling a kid who's 16, 17, it was way easier for, him to get ahead of it than it was for me, being older. I cannot confirm or deny where I will be tomorrow night. I will put it that way. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, y'all. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So
This is
I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow night. Absolutely no idea. I do know one thing I will not be doing. But I can't say that on air because that's just wrong. I will let you guys know in the private chat. I'll let you guys know in the private chat, but do not repeat what I'm saying.
sucio. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Dirty, nasty.
Can you see the private chat? Look for the private chat, Jamie.
Oh. No, that's not horrible to say, but yeah.
Oh no. And here's why.
Oh God. I'll make sure I can see. I will not. Oh,
That'll do it.
that's did you get to decide that day?
Nope. It was just I got the phone call and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Who was
That's
it?
pretty cool.
Punk got fired on his wedding day, right?
Yeah. We don't need to dig into that no further. We don't need to dig into that no further, bro. I promise you.
Wow.
I promise you. I don't need ramifications.
My bad.
Oh, hey, Missy, look, I'll talk to you tomorrow night. If I see you somewhere, I might just be having dinner in Boiling Springs. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow night. I'm working in Columbia tomorrow. It's like 2.5 hours, for me to get there. So we'll see. I've been in Columbia for the last 2 days.
And look,
I left
hit-
the house. Oh, go ahead.
Get me off, bro. I'm gonna keep the sound on. I just gotta take care of
Well-
some biz. I'm not.
well,
checking
real
out
quick,
the-
Tommy Scott does want to say hey.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Tommy.
So, Jamie, what you want to talk about?
I saw you bought my action figure today. I appreciate that.
Dope.
It's one of my biggest fans right here, Scott Boys.
Oh my.
Scott Boys out at he went out to Manny's old
You know what's funny about Manny's? I saw a stack of your bookmarks, and none of them have been taken. Manny said.
that's not
Oh
funny.
my. I need some bookmarks. Definitely.
Yeah, after Jamie said what he said, I think I might have threw mine away.
It's not funny, Tommy. That's real life stuff you're talking about. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
No, I was telling her, I don't know how much you saw, man. We've been having fun, riling up the crowd. Ron, I don't know if you heard, man, things got heated so bad.
Trey.
So bad at the last show. We had rail jumpers, man.
Oh gosh.
Fans are trying
What?
to get involved. I'm not giving details, Tommy. Leave the details out of it.
No.
Let's just say people keep asking me like what happened. I'm like, we didn't plan.
People thought it was
Wow.
part of the show because it was handled somewhat okay with the least amount of damage. Luckily, there were enough other pro wrestlers in the crowd to subdue the situation, which is a testament to XWW. You have other wrestlers coming to watch those shows. That's awesome.
Right. That doesn't happen very often.
Things got a little juicy, and an overzealous fan decided to jump over the barricade, and Tommy's dad and I, Brian, are sitting across from each other, and I'm mouthing to him, "What the fuck?" And he's looking at me going, "I don't know," because he was kind of part of our deal. And
I thought Trey was about. I mean, not Trey.
but we've been having fun up in the ante. Proud to be fans of that, and where the shows are, you get a lot of transient, people just walking by, people showing up to these breweries when they're outdoors at Waxhaw, and then we got a new location, beer temple.
Yeah, Carolina Beer
And
Temple.
they're like, "Hey, what's going on?" And it's just awesome to have a rowdy crowd at a show like that. So we're doing the best to support. It's an awesome form of entertainment. I think the least we can do is hold our end of the deal and be that rowdy crowd.
Brian Scott.
I haven't heard Jamie being rowdy at all. Actually,
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I just sit over there and knit sweaters.
he just makes
Yeah.
signs that say "Quest Duck," and then he goes online and is like, "I didn't make those signs at all." Actually,
We had some
So-
good ones for Brittany Jade because I didn't want to get too nasty, and we did like character attacks. Like I had a sign that said Brittany Jade does not use her turn signal. Brian had one. What did he say?
it said Brittany Jade doesn't tip her.
She does not tip her
Bartenders?
server. Just stupid, but like enough that she looks at us like, what's your problem? Like that's such a nasty thing to say.
There was
Right.
"We are here for shock one" for Elliot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on at those shows, man. But Ron, kick me off,
awesome.
dude. I gotta.
All right.
Ron, we need you
authentic.
back. Where are you?
I am going to keep the volume on so I can listen. I've checked out. I got some people I got to pay attention to.
Awesome, brother. Thank you very much for
Thank
coming
you so
on.
much for coming on, man. We
I just
appreciate
popped
it.
on my
Yep.
phone and saw that invite. It's
We
awesome.
are going to do the men's mental health show. Let's shoot for next month. And it's going to be David, myself, and you.
All right.
We're gonna sit back and we're gonna make it like a 3-part series. Mental health thing. I've got the concept. I just got to lay it out, and you guys tell me what you think.
Right on. I was trying to find a book, but
Yeah,
right on.
advertise your book.
I got this right here.
Man can't even find the book he placed in.
Look at this.
Unloaded. There you go.
I got the John Cena unloaded doll, bruh.
I can't see it. I can't see it, Jamie.
Dummy.
Wow. All right, Jamie.
Yeah.
I'll see you all soon, Tommy. I'll see you Friday.
Have
See
a
you
good one,
Friday,
guys.
Jamie.
Take it easy. Man, Tommy Scott, what are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing? Me and Jamie have been doing this for weeks.
I know. I've been seeing you guys online, bantering back and forth and everything. Let's see. Question popped in from Shane. Are y'all looking forward to seeing the new WWE Tough Enough? It's called LFG. Debuts Sunday on A&E. Honestly, I will give it a watch. I just want to see the guys and girls that were picked up.
I saw like a previous clip, like a small clip, and Gunther was giving someone the business. But no, it looks interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think I'll be watching it. I don't have high hopes for who wins because there's not a good track record there.
Yeah, Maven.
I just hope whoever does win, 20 years later, they can create a YouTube channel, like just documentary, like the shortest career ever.
Yeah, Maven.
Yeah, like Maven. Yeah,
Exactly, like Maven. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna check it out in time. I mean, I am ridiculously busy. You asked where I have been. So the reality is, back in September, like I worked that show, Cole show, right? Were you
Brave
there?
champion.
Yes.
Yeah, you gave me free tickets to that show. Me and my dad.
Oh yeah, you won. You and your dad won free
Yeah,
tickets.
That's
Yeah.
right.
The next day, I woke up with severe chest pains, and I had chest pains for 3 days. I ended up going to the hospital and getting checked out after getting complained at by like 7 people. Anyway, so I went and got checked out. Everything was fine. More than likely, it was just like a panic attack or something. But anyway, so I was like, hey, I need to take some time off. So I like stopped everybody. It was like, I'm just not working any shows for a bit. And I came back after October. In October, I felt fine. I took the rest of September off. October, I felt fine and started, hey, look, I'll come back in October if it's okay. Well, I didn't get to go back anywhere until November 15th or 16th.
Box Factory, was it?
Yeah, the Bucks Factory. Yep. I was up there in Marion, North Carolina. And I haven't done a show since. I haven't done a show since. I haven't been at a show since. And I've been super busy with the real life, the kids are here and I left the house for work this morning at 6:15. I got home at 7:40. So 7:40 tonight. So I mean I'm running on all cylinders. I got to go to bed soon. That I know because I get up at 3:00. So, but either way, guys, Tommy, you guys attend a ton of shows.
Oh yeah,
you and your dad are
we
everywhere.
got Wrestling
everywhere,
Evolution this weekend in Denver. Then we got Lenny Boy next Friday. So those are gonna be fun. Denver's always a great time. It's fun because the way the building is done, no one can jump off the top rope. So it always makes it fun when people try to do some crazy stuff off the top rope.
Okay.
That's going to be interesting. Those low boys come in handy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in a campground or something. It's at the cross country campgrounds.
Gotcha. Now, are you going to EPW tomorrow?
No, I haven't gone down there since the rebrand.
Okay.
I have been talking to Chris about certain things, but like nothing. I haven't gotten a certain date to like go down there just yet.
Okay.
Because it is a long drive for me and my dad to get down there.
Yeah, I get it.
So Vengeance Day. What do you guys think of Javon versus Ethan Page?
That's going to be fun.
Yeah,
That should be good.
it's going to be a really crazy
I
match.
think Javon's going to get his comeuppance on that one. I think he's going to win that.
Javon's gonna win for sure.
Exactly. That's getting his comeuppance. If you didn't know what that phrase meant.
I thought you said he was gonna get beat when you said that.
No kid. Sorry.
That would be a twist of event if they have Ethan Page beat him.
It wouldn't make any sense.
It would have. Oh my God, Jamie.
Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie just says, "Who's your favorite Tommy?"
The
No.
White Ranger. The Green Ranger.
Unless it's on the chat, unless it's my group chat or something.
Oh, yeah, Brian Scott. What's your favorite indie wrestler and why is it Elliot Shock? Elliot Shock.
Well,
His latest promo.
My favorite manager, I don't know about favorite wrestler, but my favorite manager is probably Davin
Dave.
Ascada, or Avocado, as Ron says.
That's what my daughter calls him, buddy.
Yeah.
You said Avocado.
Well, yes, I did because that's what my daughter calls him.
It's adorable.
Favorite wrestler? Oh God, there's the Carolinas really have like so many like talent in the Carolinas. It's honestly crazy how much talent we have
I
in
mean,
the Carolinas.
so many.
Like you see
So many-
multiple cards same day that are just stacked from top to bottom, no matter what.
I mean, you got AML, you got Firestar, you got
You got XWW, Evolution,
XWW,
Apple
American
City.
Lucha Wrestling. Let's see.
You got
Gosh,
you got EPW. You got old school
FWA.
championship wrestling. There's great wrestling in the.
Gouge Wrestling.
That's a good one. Seen clips from that online. There's Urban Combat Wrestling. There's so many promotions, and it's just like it's hard to choose sometimes which promotion to go to.
Mm.
Yeah, as a fan, like there's like, dang, that one has so and so and so, and then this one has so and so.
Yeah, it's the that FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yeah. There could be some days where like there's like 9-10 shows all in the Carolinas. And it's like, how am I supposed to be in all of them?
Well, it's like I do plan on making the trip to catch Wrestling Evolution and ACCW this year. Friends wrestle at both shows, so I would like to see them. But that's my plan for the year. Is there's 2 shows I'd like to check out. I may end up going down to Charleston for OSCW one weekend. But if I go to Charleston, like there's a caveat to that. I've got to get some good seafood while I'm there. Because I'm on the water, I got to eat good, and I need a beer, and I need a cigar.
Are you good
Like,
friends with Bob Keller?
No, I know Bob, and Bob and I have worked together a couple of times. But yeah, Bob and I know each other. But I want to go and check out his show. I've never made it down there.
Oh.
That's all it is.
Yeah. I want to make it down to old school championship wrestling, but where I'm at, it's like 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's like deep into South Carolina.
It's 3.5 for me, bud. So I get it,
They got
I think it's
Palmetto
around
down
like
there in South
4.5 for me.
bro. Sean Legacy and Rob Killjoy going at it at ACCW is going to be a heck of a match.
I need to see that. I want to go to. I want to try to make it down to Hidden Night just for that match because I've been wanting to see Sean Legacy because I haven't seen him since I think the last Jordan Holt match he had at XWW.
Okay.
So that was probably I haven't seen him since he got ID'd basically because he had this whole he was in Germany when he got ID'd. So I was like, wait a little bit before I see you again. So yeah, that one's gonna be great. Rob Killjoy can go 20 minutes with anyone. It does not matter.
That guy has stamina for days.
That man can fly.
I for some reason want to see Rob Killjoy and Thomas Extreme in an Iron Man match.
Oh, that would be good. Because like I feel like Thomas is one of the more underrated people. Because yeah, he can do
100%.
extreme stuff well, but his fighting ability is off the charts.
I think I've said it before. Thomas Extreme is one of the most underrated wrestlers. Chris Vallo is extremely underrated.
I would like to throw Chief K Django's name into that hat. If that's
yes, I was going to say Tommy Django as well. Or Chief Django.
Chief Django's just good. He is amazing. I saw him at Cam's block party, and him and Cam just went all over the bar, and it was.
Oh yeah.
And actually, it was weird because K Django beat Cam at his own block party. So now the next block party will be K Django's block party. in June.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was the stipulation. If KJ
Wow.
won, the next block party will be called KJ Block Party.
That's pretty cool. That's fun. Those shows are always amazing. Oh, yeah,
But yeah,
sorry,
that'll
it's been
be
a long
fun.
day. Yeah, those shows are always crazy. They're always so much fun. It's a bar show too, so
Bar shows are the best.
yeah, it's always over the top. The fans are into it. The energy from them, it's just good times all around.
Especially with the free ones, because like Lenny Boy, I'll notice as the show starts, people from the bar will just go into, because they're like at Lenny Boy, there's 2 different rooms. People from the bar will just go into the event room and just start watching the wrestling. Because it's free, why not?
Yeah, it's good times.
Yep.
And then also
All right.
bar shows where like they're so close to the ring, there's basically no room to fight outside.
Yes. Seen that
No.
too. What we are about to do, we are about to catch up on comments and then show some flyers. Tommy, you can join us for that part. And these are going to be out of date because I got them today and I haven't had a chance to really look at them. So it is what it is. And we're going to go with the flow on that. But let's finish up with comments really quickly and then we will go from there. Cliff Stanley said he missing us in person. Dude,
I miss
you
you
will.
too.
I plan on being there next week because Manny's a
Cliff
dick
off-
and needs to stop talking on my Facebook pages. XWW Carolina Beer Temple and Matthews in March. Also Waxhaw Tap House starting in March.
Yep.
Yes, I've got that covered. Clifford Stanley is my favorite XWW referee. Holy cow, I finally got security clearance. Man, that's a good one. When we go to ACCW, whose
Oh, this is a
shirt
question for
are
me.
you wearing? Oh,
Because I have I think I have like 8 or 9 Rob Killjoy shirts in my closet. I'm not joking.
all right.
No, I'll probably be wearing Sean Legacy since he's the ID.
There you go.
And Rob's
I have
one of those
one.
guys where it's like if I don't wear a shirt, he's just glad I'm there.
I have one Rob Killjoy shirt. Honestly, it's one of the few wrestling shirts I actually own. But it's because it's Boone Quack Saints, and I'm a big Boondock Saints
That's
fan.
the one I don't have. That one and his Golden Girls one. That one's
I
a
need to
good
get
one.
the Bob's Burgers one is the one I want.
Yep.
Um,
Thomas versus Legacy was the best Thomas Extreme
the one
match
time
I'd
I
ever seen.
agree
Yep.
with Mr. Weathery here is right there.
Yep. Hey, Robin Braswell chiming in. Hey, good to see you. And Jamie said, yeah, Robin. Tommy is not wrong. Usually I'm in the middle of it all. And we miss seeing you at XWW. My plan is to be there in the crowd live for Love Hate Tragedy. That is my plan.
Can someone go back and see how many times Ron said he might be at XWW next Friday?
My
A lot.
plan is to be
A
there.
lot.
Just take a shot of water every time Ron goes that he's going to be at XWW.
Yep. All right. So speaking of XWW, next Friday night, Love Hate Tragedy, Friday, February 21st. Show starts at 7 p.m. Lenny Boy Bruin, Tryon Street, Charlotte, North Carolina. Free admission. Oh man, it's gonna get wild.
Not to mention, you'll get your money back on it. So
MATW, March 22nd, Smashville Throwdown. You don't want to miss it, as MATW is bringing back wrestling again here to the area. They are all over the place. The production value is amazing. The talent they have is amazing. You don't want to miss out on this awesome show coming up March 22nd.
All right. And that is in Nashville, North Carolina.
Not to the sea, Carolina.
Nashville, North Carolina. XWW has released a schedule for the Carolina Beer Temple. The first show, Survival 2025, will be 3/29. So March 29th. It's a free show. That's a Saturday show. Live internet pay-per-view starts at 7 p.m. So the pay-per-view schedule has been dropped. That is going to be awesome. Be sure you
Nice.
check out XWW so you know when they're going where. Waxhaw Tap House has also been dropped. See, I told y'all these would be out of order. Friday, March 21st, Waxhaw Tap House, XWW, free show, Extreme Warfare TV taping. Guys, we are going to have some fun.
That cosplay wrestling universe is gonna be fun for sure.
Alpha Underground, brought to you by FWA, Foothills Wrestling Alliance, and America Lucha Wrestling. These are their upcoming dates. As you can see, they have a show this weekend, February 15th, March 15th, and upcoming shows as well. You don't want to miss out. The Lucha Dome is back, baby, and it's going to be amazing. One of the matches that are going to be happening this Saturday, 7 p.m. We have ALW Women's Champion Audrey Allen versus Con O'Kelly. You don't want to miss out on that. And let's see what else. They have James Harris is going to be there making his appearance, but you have to be there to see what's going to happen there. It's going to be awesome at the Lucha Dome in Burlington, North Carolina.
Oh, that has already happened. That has already happened. That has already happened. That has already happened. Oh, yeah, and now we got duplicates going on. Man, most of these
Yep.
are a
That's
little out of.
there we go.
Yeah,
Sean
there you go.
Cruz, K Killer, Gage. It's going to be an awesome, awesome night of wrestling. Alpha Underground coming to you from Burlington, North Carolina. Tickets are on sale. And it's going to be at the Lucha Dome. It's going to be an awesome time.
Yep, I'm just trying to make sure we got everybody covered. Wrestling for Christ and New Millennium Championship Wrestling has a talent evaluation going on with Jamie Noble, 2 to 5, and then there's a show, and he'll be at the event that night as well. So that's kind of cool. And February 22nd, Frostbite will be taking place at the Box Factory for HWA. So, guys, there's a lot going on in the coming weeks, and we just need to figure out where we're going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I already saw you, Brian. Hang on. Brian
What's
Scott, what are you
going on?
doing? What's up, buddy?
We're just hanging out tonight. I'm trying to put the little kids to bed, so I figured I'd crash this party and say hey to everybody.
Yo.
Well, you picked the perfect timing because we're about 5 minutes out before we're done ski for the night.
You should have came on earlier.
Should have came on earlier. I was dealing with a toddler, man. So it's good to see you guys, and man, it's just want to come by and say hey. So I'll give it back to Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, you know what we say in the when we close the show out, right? You know what we say?
What
We'll
do we
see
say,
you.
Tom?
We'll see you on the Indies.
We'll see you at the Indies.
There you go.
There you go.
So you don't know which indie, but we will see you at an indie show very soon.
Yep.
All right, guys. As a matter of fact, why don't we close the show out? Let's all do it together. Guys, thank y'all for tuning in. It's been real. It's been fun. And heck yeah, it's been real fun. So we might not see you next time, but we hope we do. But if we don't, we will see you at the Indies.
Indies.
Take it easy, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.